One wrong step, and everything ends. But hidden in the middle of one of the most dangerous jobs in military history was a device almost no one remembers today, yet it saved thousands. Before metal detectors became hobby tools, they were the thin line between life and death. What you're looking at is not a sci-fi relic and not a prototype that never worked. This forgotten invention reshaped entire military operations, quietly, without recognition, and without glory. Soldiers trusted it more than their boots on the ground. By the end of this video, you'll know why the Army almost ignored it, and how it ended up saving whole battalions. To understand why this invention mattered, you need to understand the enemy it was built to detect. Mines were the perfect weapon. Cheap, silent, and almost impossible to spot. They didn't care who stepped on them. A soldier, a medic, a vehicle, a child. During the war, millions of them were buried across deserts, forests, and ruined towns. Early detection methods were brutally primitive. Sappers used wooden sticks or short metal prods, inch by inch, in total silence, knowing that one wrong jab could be their last. Entire offensives stalled because of mines. Casualties weren't measured in dozens, but in battalions. Commanders knew, unless someone found a safer way to detect them, the war would keep grinding to a halt. And then, a breakthrough. A device built not with armor or explosives, but with electricity and engineering. This was one of the world's first practical mine detectors, created by a small group of engineers who believed that science could outsmart the unseen enemy beneath their feet. It wasn't sleek, it wasn't elegant, but it worked on a simple principle. Find metal before metal finds you. Inside the disc was a coil, a loop of wire that created a magnetic field. When the coil passed over buried metal, the field changed ever so slightly, and the detector translated that change into a faint signal, a whisper of danger beneath the sand. But soldiers didn't trust it right away. It was heavy, it was new, and in war, new usually meant untested. Many believed the machine was more likely to give false alarms than save lives. The first real test wasn't in a lab. It was in a real minefield, the kind where even the birds avoided landing. The detector hummed softly. Every tiny sound made the men freeze, and for the first minutes, nothing happened. Then, beep, the first alarm. But when they dug, there was no mine, just a rusted fragment of metal. False positives, the soldiers hated them. Morale dropped. Some swore the device was useless, a fancy stick with wires. But then, a different signal, sharper, clearer. They dug with trembling hands. That one find changed everything. What looked like a clumsy experimental gadget had just prevented a fatal step. Word spread quickly through the unit. Suddenly, the detector wasn't a burden, it was a lifeline. Patrols began requesting it. Sappers refused to go out without it. Soon, entire operations changed shape. Where minefields once slowed armies to a crawl, the detector carved safe paths that let troops move again, quickly, confidently, alive. Some soldiers said it became the most trusted piece of equipment after their rifle. It didn't fire bullets, it didn't look heroic, but it quietly saved lives, one beep at a time. But despite its success, history almost erased it. For a device that saved so many lives, its disappearance from history is almost ironic. After the war, technology accelerated. More advanced detectors appeared, lighter, more precise, easier to mass produce. The original model, the one that proved the concept, was pushed aside. And then came the paperwork, or rather, the lack of it. Some designs were rushed, others were classified. Many never received proper documentation or public credit. The invention became one of those battlefield miracles with no name attached. Soldiers remembered the beeping. They remembered the lives saved. But history? forgot the story behind it. Today, the original device is gone, but its DNA is everywhere. Modern detectors use advanced electronics, ground-penetrating radar, even AI. But beneath all the cutting-edge tech lies the same principle: create a field, detect the disturbance, save a life before the ground takes it. And long after the wars ended, the mission continued. Humanitarian teams worldwide used descendants of that first machine to clear old battlefields, farmland, and roads, giving communities their land and their safety back. Every beep today, every mine found before a foot steps on it, carries the echo of that forgotten invention. A device without fame, without a name, yet with a legacy measured in lives saved. History remembers the noise of war, the explosions, the battles, the chaos. But it rarely remembers the quiet tools that protected the people fighting it. The forgotten mine detector didn't win glory. It didn't make headlines, but it saved thousands, silently, faithfully, one step at a time. And there are countless untold inventions just like it, buried in history, waiting to be uncovered. If you want more hidden stories like this one, you know what to do.